Whenever I got a notification that I got shortlisted and tomorrow is the first coding round, instead of getting excited, I got panic. And that night went restless. I keep practicing code for all important problems and data structures. Though I practiced enough and got somewhat confident, I still failed in many of interviews. It was not about my preparation or I did not solve one important problem that was there in my lit code problem list. I did that all and I was practicing for weeks and months, but still I could not pass the first round. Some of the interviews, if I somehow passed the first round, I wasn't able to clear the second or third. It took time to realize what was actually missing. There were two things: the random coding problems that were thrown by the interviewers on my screen, and I was asked to write the code. And second was the real pressure of a person on the other side of a screen who is staring at my cursor and hoping that I would be writing the code. That pressure made my mind completely blank in many interview calls. All those logics which I remembered was forgotten, approaches gone wrong, and whatnot. If somehow I wrote a brute force approach and logic and got the test case passed, I still failed to defend my approach in front of interviewer in many arguments. By the time I realized these things, right, it was too late and I really missed a lot of good opportunities from a big companies. This is not just my story. It is the story of any software engineers when they tried switching the job or looking for a new one. What if we had practiced enough? What if we had learned to handle the pressure of random flashing problems on our screen and then someone is looking at us while we are writing the code? What if, and what if? No matter how long you overthink, what is gone is gone. You have already failed in the interview. If you would have got some sort of resource, some sort of tool where you could have practiced, somebody could have taken our mock interviews. We tried, but that did not work. Nobody was there. Like if we go to the friend, they're funny, right? They will not be like a strange, right? The real feedback and all. The strengths are strengths, and this is the reason why interview tricks coding round was designed. It is designed to experience the real pressure, answers those randomly asked questions, coding approaches, logics that you write. You can learn how to defend them by practicing over and over. Because our fine-tuned AI agents are trained to create real pressure in interviews, grill candidates on hot topics that are being asked by top tier companies, and put candidate in the situation where they had to defend their logic anyway. After you practice, it generates the overall report from score to detailed question by question analysis. You can look at the report, video recordings, do a retro, and learn from it, and finally you improve in the next practice round. Here is the thing: do not make your real interview your practice ground. Use interview tricks and get mastery before the real one happens. Sign up today to interview tricks and master your coding round.
So to practice coding round, it's very simple. You have to log into the interview tricks. If you don't have account, you can create an account by going to the sign up page. I have already logged in to the interview tricks, and that's the reason I'm seeing this dashboard. All you have to go select this tab, practice coding round, start new session. The moment you click, it asks a couple of questions. Okay, so what is the role that you are preparing for? I'll put STE4. Then my experience 5 year plus, and the company which I'm targeting right now is Amazon, because whatever company that you are targeting, questions and problems will be actually arranged based upon that. But the moment you put top tier company, definitely it's gonna manage the problem accordingly. So I'm going to just show you for Amazon. I'll upload my new resume and then I click on this, then start the coding round. So the moment it starts, it will ask you to give the access for your camera and mic, because it is important for recording the sessions and you can watch it later the moment you are doing retro, or you just want to see how I did in the interview. So allow it. If you don't allow, it will fail. This is the screen and I have a question right now and timer has been started. Then I have a problem like this: reverse nodes in a K group. Total 3 questions I have been asked and I have to solve in given 1 hour time. Here it is showing the time which is already started counting. Okay, here I can select the language. I will go with the JavaScript. So I'll just select JavaScript and then I can start the problem. I have a 2 medium problem and then 1 hard. Right, this is my coding ground where I can start coding. Let me clear the examples which are already there. I will just understand the problem, which is asking reverse node of linked list K at a time. First line list values space separated, second line K. This is the problem. Okay, and then it's giving the example how I have to do. Let me type my code. So first I will just try to read. I'll import couple of library and then after that I'll just read the file. And after reading the file, I'll apply other logics, functions and all that I'll be writing. Once I'm done with my code logic, I'll just try to run it and it should pass all the test cases. Here you can see all the test cases are passed. Then I can submit this. So first in submitted, second I will go now and let me read it. Okay. So return 1 if all codes can be finished, prerequisite else 0. First line num course and num prerequisite, next line A, B pair, right? This is the question. Okay. Once I'm done with the code, I will just run the sample and it is failing and I have to figure it out. Let me debug. It's a failing, n is not defined and all these are the issues that is failing. After trying, I was able to just pass one test case, but still other is failing. But anyway, I'm running out of time, so I'll just submit it. And this is the third problem which I have to look into. Let me see how I can solve it. I will just start writing the code for this problem. And here we go. Let me try running it. Okay, so it is also passing. I'll just submit this as well. Now, once I'm done with this question submission, it will ask me to start the session. Here's the actual practice round starts. You have given the solution and now the voice agent is gonna take your interview. And let me start the session. This is the interesting part.
Hi Anoop, I'm Daniel Reed, a technical interviewer at Amazon. It's great to have you here today to discuss the SDE4 role. Looking at your experience with JavaScript, I'd like to start by talking about your solution for the reverse nodes and K-group problem. Could you tell me about your general approach and why you chose that specific algorithm?
Hey Daniel Reed, good morning. I'm Anoop and I am here for my coding round practice. Yes, the problem which I have solved, which is reverse node K problem, is all about the approach which I am taking. I have written the function reverse group and inside that I am just looping through the array element that I am reading, and that's how I'm solving it.
Thanks Anoop. I see you're processing the array in segments of size K. Can you tell me what the time and space complexity of that implementation is?
Can we jump into the second question?
I actually need a bit more detail on the complexity for this one before we move on. Could you clarify how your current solution scales with the size of the input?
This is how AI asks the questions, and once you are done, so let's see how the report comes. So here's the report. So coding, how well we did in coding. Then discussions, yes, I failed because I left in between, and the overall score. Then if you want, you can go question by question, how much you got, and then again the discussions and how did you answer. When you have a system like this, when you have a platform like this where you can write a code, you can write your best approach, and then there's an AI agent, there's a real kind of interviewer who is there to ask the real approach, real questions, and then you can practice again and again, and then you can enhance, and then you can see the report one by one. You can just go and see, and then you can improve in the next round. This is how the overall coding round works. So thanks for watching, and I'm hoping you will sign up into Trix soon.